Well, good afternoon. I would like to update you on our discussions on the DRC. You can't hear me. Let's rewind. So I would like to update you on our discussion on the DRC, and I would like to just underline a couple of points. The first point is about the implementation of the 31st agreement. We underlined that the implementation of that agreement remains slow, remain inadequate, and we stress that unless political actors demonstrate good faith and political will, the DRC is set to enter another potentially precarious period. And I think there was agreement around the table that the implementation in full and in good faith of the 31st December agreement is absolutely vital for the future of the DRC and the immediate and pressing goal of moving forward in the preparation and the holding of free, fair, peaceful and credible election in DRC by December 2017, which is the deadline provided for in the agreement. The second important issue that we discuss is the security situation in the country, which continues to be a major source of concern, with instability persisting in the east and with violence in the Kasai provinces, which has reached very disturbing levels with killings, daily reports of human rights violations and abuses, and discovery of mass graves. We underlined, and members of the Council also underlined, the need to prioritize political means to address the situation in the Kasai, together with the support that was expressed to the action of MONUSCO, and we're grateful for that. And I underline, and this is also something that was taken up by members of the Council, the vital need to ensure accountability for the crimes that were committed in the Kasai, whoever the perpetrators, wherever they come from, and of course including crimes committed allegedly by members of the security forces. I also had the occasion to present what MONUSCO has been doing, particularly in response to the violence in the Kasai. MONUSCO has established small and mobile presences in various locations in the Kasai to help protect civilians. This is a combination of uniform presence, military presence, police personnel, and we're about to receive additional reinforcement in police, as well as civilian personnel in those areas of Kasai affected by the violence. And I can say that wherever MONUSCO has deployed its personnel, uniform and civilian, we've been able to bring back a measure of stability, and I'm grateful to the teams on the ground to have achieved those results. The last point that I would like to make is the importance of the continued support of the Security Council for the ongoing efforts of MONUSCO, both the efforts that I mentioned on the political process, on the security situation, but also the efforts that MONUSCO will continue to do so that its mission will be more agile, more flexible, and more responsive. We're committed to ensuring that MONUSCO delivers on its core mandated objectives as efficiently, as effectively as possible. It is critical to ensure that the mission makes the best possible use of the resources placed at its disposal, and I think it's particularly important given the budget constraints that we all know. as you know, we're carrying out a strategic review of MONUSCO, which the result of which will be presented to the Security Council by the end of September. Thank you for your attention.
Monsieur Lacroix, une question en français. Les tentatives de recensement de la population dans les Kasaï visiblement échouent. L'ambassadeur congolais l'a réitéré devant le Conseil qu'il y aura un nouveau déploiement. Comment est-ce que la MONUSCO, l'ONU, accompagne le gouvernement à accomplir cette tâche? La question du financement se pose également avec acuité. Comment est-ce que l'ONU peut ou entend accompagner le gouvernement pour réussir les élections à bonne date? Merci.
Sur la question de l'enregistrement des électeurs, je voudrais dire plusieurs choses. D'abord, la MONUSCO a fait un effort considérable pour soutenir le processus d'enregistrement des électeurs. Et le résultat, c'est que nous avons aujourd'hui 33 millions d'électeurs enregistrés. Et nous voulons, évidemment, et nous sommes déterminés à poursuivre ces efforts. Deuxièmement, dans les Kasaï, il y a la situation que vous connaissez. L'action de la MONUSCO, qui vise à rétablir la stabilité, à rassurer les populations, à leur permettre de revenir dans leur communauté d'origine, elle permet aussi d'intensifier les efforts pour l'enregistrement des électeurs dans ces régions. Et donc tout est lié. La création de conditions nécessaires pour la tenue des élections, c'est à la fois la conduite du processus d'enregistrement et c'est la création de conditions de sécurité qui sont telles que cet enregistrement peut se faire et qu'ensuite les autres opérations peuvent également se dérouler.
Comment la rendre moins tendue?
La situation reste tendue et nous avons des allégations de violation des droits de l'homme qui continuent, comme je l'ai indiqué, à nous parvenir. C'est la raison pour laquelle il faut redoubler d'efforts, à la fois les efforts des Nations Unies, mais plus spécifiquement les efforts qui relèvent de la responsabilité des autorités congolaises.
Experts. Can you give some sense of the status of the UN system's inquiry into who killed them, and do you feel comfortable with what the government's done so far, and is it cooperating?
On the experts, I would like to say a couple of things. First of all, when I was in the DRC, I made it very, very clear to all my interlocutors, including at the highest level, that this is an issue to which both the UN and the member states from which those experts were national, this question is absolutely a top priority, and that we will continue to pursue very, very actively our efforts so that all those responsible for the murders of our two colleagues will be held accountable. As you know, there have been two trials that were engaged by the authorities of the DRC, the justice system of DRC. The permanent representative of DRC indicated that 8 other additional arrests were made. We have been providing information, and I should say quite detailed information, to the authorities of the DRC. We note that these developments took place, the trials and the arrests, and we expect further cooperation so that, as I say, justice will pass and accountability will be there for all the perpetrators.
Mr. Lacroix, thank you very much. Two questions. First, was the possibility of imposing sanctions on the DRC for possibly delaying elections discussed? It certainly was proposed by the United States. And do you think that this kind of pressure might produce results in terms of agreement with the December 31st agreement? I should say compliance. And secondly, as a follow-up to my colleague's question, the Swedish ambassador called for a separate independent investigation of the circumstances of the killing of the two UN experts. Is this something that you support?
Thank you. As you know, the question of sanctions was referred to by one member state, and as you also know, the question as to whether there will be or not a follow-up on that is a matter for the Security Council, not for the Secretariat. I think on our side, what is important is to continue to have the support, the strong support of the United Security Council in pushing for the implementation of the 31st agreement, in pushing for the end of the violence, and also emphasizing the importance of accountability. So we look forward to this continuous support from the Security Council. On the question of the experts and the possibility of other investigative mechanism, I heard the representative of Sweden. What I can say again is two things. First, repeat that this is an absolute priority for us, as it is certainly for the government of Sweden and the government of the United States. And two, that we are looking to the further and intensified cooperation of the authorities of the DRC in that matter. Now, we are in constant dialogue with Sweden, with the United States, and we hear them. We're ready to work further depending on how the situation evolves. Yeah. Thank you.